before adapting any new technology in your team, in your company, in your enterprise, in your startup, or getting your hands dirty with directly with the code, there is a small homework that you have to do. Let's assume you have heard about a language called Go. The first thing that you have to do is check the mindset of the people who have created these technologies, their history in the community, their thoughts, what is their reflection when they are getting criticized about some of their ideas. Let's assume that you have heard about Go, and there is a conferences out there in YouTube, on the internet. You can check it, hear their original thoughts. Why did they thoughts so? Where they have made these doesn't make any sense ideas at their time. Go at that time didn't make any sense. The syntax, the need for it, the people at that time were they were thinking that there is no issue with the OOP or the functional style, and why we need to adopt a new programming paradigm. Why do we need technologies like so? After a while, Go have been adopted across too many technologies that is using today in a very performant way. Technologies like Docker is adopting Go. Most of the fintech companies, the large ones, are using Go. And when you check their thoughts again, or re-watch one of that videos, so that you get that aha moment. So right now I get it. Why he thought so. Why he didn't choose the OOP style to design his language. His compiler it has been designed in a different way. This is the first thing that you have to do. The second things, check their thoughts, and they are biased toward the technologies or not. Are they tech gurus and nerd ones who doesn't accept any criticism about their thoughts or not? Their reputation in the tech community. There is languages that have been created by some people didn't grow within time. They didn't get that community support or help. There were some bad thoughts about their thoughts. They didn't treat the community in a good way. They have some conflicts. There is going to be lots of reasons for you either to adopt the technology or not. The other thing, that most of the technologies and the tech founders or any technology creator or one of the companies who have been supporting one of the technologies for a while, there is a technology limitations, or there is a time limit for everything. So what I'm trying to say that there is companies, let's take an example like Google in the open source world, they have a bad reputation for a while. Their experience with Angular at that time, that they didn't have any backward compatibility that support the community. They didn't involve the community in a good way that have been dealt in the open source world. Moving fast forward, I think the Flutter have been some issues community a while time ago. So going through back that history to learn from it, are these companies are stable? Are they supporting the technologies in a good way? Are they providing conferences, support, documentation? Do they hear the community or not in a good way? In JavaScript and Node.js world, they are known for supporting, hearing, and taking the open source community in a serious way, which is I think that is hard to be found in other tech communities. So keep those in your mind, and especially if you are trying to build an R&D or you are planning for a scale, take these decisions across long term, test them. And one more thing that is very important, try to make the team to adopt them. Make some POCs, proof of concept, or MVPs. Test their benchmark, the learning curve, and there is an important role called across the team is called the engineering experience, or I think is developers experience expert, something like so. His role is going to be how to make the process, how to make the development experience for the engineers, mobile, front, back-end engineers, much better, more productive. he can automate some of our processes, he can adapt some shell files, he can make some CI/CDs whatsoever. Keep those things in your mind, try to adapt them, check them before adopting the technology in a huge scale, and then you can regret it or not. And try to hear from the community, try to check their thoughts. The first 1 to 2 to 3 years in any technology might be so buggy. In the meantime that we are, as I'm discussing, Bun is up and running, is growing. Bun is not just runtime or JavaScript runtime that is competing in a serious way with Node.js these days. Try to check the community, their bug report, their GitHub issues, hear from the community. Check it. If it's good for you, alas, it's okay. You'll adapt it, but on a smaller scale. Do not just directly adapt it across the whole technology, rebuild everything. It's not gonna be done that way. Check it on a small scale. Be patient until everything is getting to be stable. They have stable releases. You might face, let's assume the core technology is stable and is doing good, but you might face some issues with the testing libraries, other protocol integration. They might not support gRPC at the beginning. You can face lots of stuff. Check it on larger scale, then adopt it on larger scale. Keep those things in your mind. And as someone said, the tech founders and the leaders might not be appreciated in their time of living, but they are appreciated when they leave this world. And one more thing, in technology and in each discipline or other majors, you are architecting for something that is unknown for you. You are architecting for someone that is known for you. If I'm trying to build a building, a house, or anything related to building stuff, you have the architecture, you have the plan, the road might be clear for you. I'm trying to reach this limit, this point, I have to make 3 floors, and you are architecting for something that is known for you, so you can have at least a plan for it. You are not at the beginning, you are not concerned with which type of materials you can use. But in the tech industry, it's way different than any other major. In the tech industry and in languages you are trying to adapt or are trying to use the technologies, you are architecting for something that is unknown for you. So you have to architect for the unknown. You are trying to release an MVP, a product to be tested in the market. You know not that much about the market. You don't have the full picture or the full idea of the market. It might be changed, might be pivoted. So you are planning for something that is with big uncertainty for you, and you are architecting for things that are unknown for you. So you have to take care. You need to move not that fast in most of the cases. Make wise decisions. Try not to push hard. Invest on the things that need to be invested. And there is a big difference, as it says, there is a big difference between doing the right thing and doing things right. Assalamu alaikum.